Crews battling some intense flames this morning. You can see Sky 5 capturing this vigorous fire at an OKC house near Northeast 15th and MLK. This was just after 7, and all that heavy smoke was seen pouring out of there. Now, crews were able to knock down those flames. We're told no one was inside the home at the time. They believe it's actually abandoned. Investigators are working to figure out how it started.
Where will that brand new $900 million arena go? That's one of the big questions going through our area today after voters thunderously approved the project last night. Let's bring in KOCO's Elise Jones. She's live downtown. Elise, the city manager says they want the doors open to this new arena by 2029.
Evan, you said, where will the arena go? And the answer is it may not go too far. City manager said today that while the arena is currently sitting right here, it could go just around the corner at another city-owned property that's currently home to Prairie Surf Studios.
We've been working together with the Thunder, getting ourselves prepared for this. We still have a lot of work to do.
A joint effort to build a new arena that will be home to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The city of OKC announcing today the new arena could go where Prairie Surf Studios currently stands, in the original Myriad Convention Center. But that's not set in stone.
We're looking at other sites downtown. I'd really rather not talk about those specific sites, but you can look around on a map and see sites that would be large enough, and it's kind of obvious what the options might be.
And once the new arena is built, Freeman says the current arena, the Paycom Center, will likely be no more.
It's just not likely. You don't run two arenas side by side in a market our size, so we'll be still working through what the options are for that.
As for what residents can expect, Freeman says the arena will be state-of-the-art. He says it'll cost a minimum of $900 million, not including the cost to finance or potentially buy land. Freeman says once the design process is underway, they'll have a better understanding of the cost. All of that will go through City Council.
We'll have the same open process, transparent process of doing public process, public selections, public awards of contracts.
Now, they say that they will decide where the arena will go here in the next few months. And while the Thunder haven't signed any agreements quite yet, they've only signed that letter of intent. They say that they will be legally bound to stay here in OKC once those agreements are signed. Reporting live downtown, Elise Jones, KOCO 5 News.
Elise, thanks very much. Some breaking news that we're following. The House of Representatives just voted to formally begin an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. This being heavily pushed by Republican lawmakers in control of the House, as well as new House Speaker Mike Johnson. The president's son, Hunter Biden, is at the center of this back and forth debate.
Well, some Republicans argue the president has abused his power to benefit his family.
We have accumulated mountains of evidence that's concerning to an overwhelming majority of Americans.
It's shameless. There's no evidence to support the allegations that my father was financially involved in my business because it did not happen.
This was not a vote to impeach the president, just to begin an official inquiry. The White House tonight defending Biden and the administration's cooperation, they say, with the investigation. Now, we did hear from some Oklahoma representatives ahead of time. We heard from Congressman Josh Burkeen telling KOCO the president has failed to protect our southern border and that this inquiry is an important step to legally formalize the process to prevent him from stonewalling efforts to expose his unlawfulness. We also just heard from Congressman Frank Lucas. This was just minutes ago, saying in part, quote, the impeachment process is based on 3 pillars: facts, truth, and accountability. While previous impeachment attempts have lacked these traits, House Republicans are committed to ensuring this process embraces all 3. We've also reached out to Representative Stephanie Bice. We've not heard back at this point.
Potential new extension coming to the Heartland Flyers. The federal officials gave an award of $500,000 to the Amtrak Group, saying the funding is the first step to restore the Oklahoma City and Kansas rail service. The proposed corridor would connect the existing Heartland Flyer intercity passenger rail service between Fort Worth and Oklahoma City with an extension north to Wichita and then to Newton, Kansas. The proposed corridor would include new station stops in Edmond, in Perry, as well as in Ponca City, as well as in Arkansas City, Wichita, and again, there in Newton.